Hello, and good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. My name's Charlie Aldrich. I wanted to do a video entitled A Life Worth Living. Just a start of a series, actually. Um, just a little introduction of myself. Again, my name's Charlie Aldrich. Born and raised in Waycross, Georgia, a little small town on the southeast coast of Georgia. Um, Lived in Tennessee and Nashville, lived in Memphis, live in Atlanta now. And just here today in Costa Rica to have a little vacation, a little me time. Um, my birthday is February 25th, which is tomorrow. Today is February 24th. And yeah, so I just wanted to start a series of videos called Life Worth Living. Um, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this as a pursuit of happiness, a pursuit of effectiveness, um, and a way to try to reach out and help others. I've found that to be more of a purpose in my life. There became a time to where I started seeking, why am I here? What is my purpose? I'm not a preacher. I'm not an evangelist or anything like that. I really don't have any large religious convictions. I have some. I feel more of a spiritual path than anything else. I believe that's very, very important. Um, but I've really gotten away from the religion of my youth, the restrictions and some of the negativities that I grew up with. And growing up in the South, definitely there was a lot of that. Um, I don't want to cause any prejudice. I'd like, really, I want to, I find myself, I want to be open. Some of the wisest things and things that have helped me the most in my life have come from people that really I didn't want to listen to. And I found them saying just through learning to be open-minded to others, whether I like them or not, just realizing, hey, we have some things in common. We have some purposes. Be it at my work, we have a job to do. Whether I like this person or not, we have a job to do. Has caused me to be open-minded to them and more tolerant and accepting it. And I've been amazed at times that I found out, I've got a lot more in common with people than what I think. And sometimes, whenever I find myself in those places, I have a whole lot more in common with that person, and that's the problem. I'm seeing something that I don't like in myself and someone else. So it's very important to be open-minded to others and to be tolerant towards others. Um, Again, I'm not religious, but I believe that we are all children of God and we're put here for a reason, for a purpose. And life is so short. And my goodness, 54 years, I can't believe it. My God. It seems like yesterday I was running in the yard playing a child with no cares in the world, not an idea of what was to come. And still, no idea of what is to come, but I look forward to it with anticipation today. I really do. Um, what I want to do in these videos is I want to share hope. I want to challenge others to be free from the prison that our minds create for ourselves, that we create in our minds. Um, I've lived in a prison in my mind for a long, long time. Um, some of it was the influences of my family. I'm sure they meant well. They meant the best that they could, but some of the thoughts and the thought processes were very limiting. Um, Growing up in a small town, I mean, never thought I would be where I am today in life. Never, ever. And I'm not I'm no millionaire, billionaire type person, but I'm a person who is learning to enjoy life and to have an effect on life, have an effect on others. And I believe that that's my purpose. Um, I can have an effect on people, whether it's holding the door for someone, just being kind, smiling to someone as I pass. Um, getting off of the phone. And I know I'm using the phone as a tool right now, but not staying so focused on my telephone all the time that I don't realize that there's a world around me. There's people around me. Some of them hurting, some of them seeking, some of them are caught up in their own prisons. And I use that word, because there's an old Eagles song that spoke about, being locked up in the prison, and that we have the key to that. And I believe if we start seeking, and I think that's where it starts, is in seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, opening myself up to new experiences. That can be done at home. That can be done in my backyard. That can be done out in Costa Rica. That can be done anywhere. Anywhere. If I'm willing to open up my mind and my spirit. So I want to share hope. Because I've been in places where it seemed like there was no hope. I've been there. I've been in that darkness. I've been in those places where all I did was sit around and think about me all the time. That's an awful place to be. I've been in the grips of addiction, alcoholism. 6 years sober now. Or we're working on 6 years sober, almost 6 years sober. I won't say 6 years. I've learned not to take anything for granted, to live each day. Knowing that I'm not promised another day. None of us are. None of us. And I need to appreciate this day for what it is. And try to make the best of every moment. And that's very hard. There's so many things that come in from life that can cause us to lose our focus. And I believe that we have a responsibility to focus. To lead our minds in the direction that we want to go, and to explore, to awaken, there's a lot of things from the outside, be it the TV, the phone, the computer, other people in our lives, our circle. Look at your circle. Look at who's you're hanging around. There are some people that say, you become like the 4 or 5 people that you hang around. And that, you should take a moment and think about that. Who are you hanging around? Maybe a family member that's just totally negative. And that doesn't mean you don't love them and care for them. Do your best. I have a mother that is really caught up in being negative. Who's dying and what the president is doing now and all this. And those things have their place, but it's not for me to sit around every day of my life and focus on and let that bring me down. Life is meant to be lived, to be enjoyed, to be experienced. That I can't allow my mind and my thinking to guide me. I need to guide it. I do that sometimes by reading books. I have a book right here that I'm reading, a Zig Ziglar book on living life and getting more out of life, more about where's my focus in life. Where's my focus? What can I affect? What good can I bring to this life? Where can I be less selfish? Say that the body follows the head. Wherever my head goes, my body is definitely going to follow. That's elementary. And the mind will follow where I focus. If I focus on negative things, that's what I'm going to see everywhere I go. If I focus on positive, I'll start seeing the positive. It's up to me. It is truly up to me. I can be an influence on others, and I hope to be. I really do. Not to build me up, but just to be a part of. So many years of my life I've spent in selfish, self-centered thinking, and actions, and it leads to a very lonely existence. Today I want to be a part of. I have no idea what eternity has to offer, really. I have thoughts, and there's many different religions and thoughts on that issue, but I can be an effective person today in this world and in other people's life. You know, it's a wonderful feeling to smile at someone and have them smile back. And that happens a lot when I start practicing that. Opening up a door for someone, helping someone across the street, or helping an elderly person who can't reach that thing on the top shelf. Little acts. Um, Watching my 6-year-old, and yes, I have a 21-year-old, my oldest, and a 6-year-old is my youngest, and watching my 6-year-old run around the house, reaching out to that 21-year-old and saying, hey, just thinking about you. Just want to say I love you. I care about you. Give me a call. Because their lives are getting busy now. They're getting into that rat race that I was in. I want them to stop for a moment. I want to stop them and say, hey, I love you and I care about you. Anyways, I don't know if this will mean anything to anyone, but I hope to put out some more videos and to start putting some focus on, what I can do to stop and smell the roses and to enjoy life and to help others to do the same. Thank you.